This shit is crazy, 2020 crazy. Niggas down for COVID, this shit is crazy. Trump still president, this shit is crazy. Black lives rise, yeah, this shit is crazy. Little white lies, black lies, they monetize. Baby dies, mama cries, no more lullabies. All this water drip, drip, now you're baptized. Pick this cotton boy while they buy a franchise. Kick you out your hood, it's all good, they modernize. Ghetto ties, can't afford it, so they subsidize. Sunrise in the skies, I don't know them guys. Organized enterprises, what I advise. This shit is crazy, 2020 crazy. Niggas down for COVID, this shit is crazy. Trump still president, this shit is crazy. Black lives rise, yeah, this shit is crazy. Open wide, get the chicken like it's Popeyes. It's a revolution watching and it's televised. Keep the line on my side, don't make me utilize. We be shooting, we be looting, but they tell lies. Say they empathize, but yet they still divide. Televised, no surprise, ain't no compromise. Take a knee, burn a flag, what that symbolize? I know they hate and they fake, let's just cut the ties.
What's up, what up, man? This your boy CUZZO, man. Make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe. You already know this your boy CUZZO, man. Make sure you hit that like, share, subscribe button. Help your boy grow. Help the channel grow. It's for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this for you, man. This is the information motivational speaker, CUZZO, your thought leader. You know, it's time to get in the business, man. What's up with it, world? This your boy we back on here today with another episode. You know, you probably seen the last previous episode I dropped. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you click on the channel link and check it out, man. Help us grow and help us show that things don't have to be the same anymore. So, yeah, man, next episode is about seasons. You know, summer, winter, fall, spring, summer, fall, winter. However order you want to place it, but seasons are the one things that change. All right, seasons change, but they don't change. You feel putting down? Seasons change, but seasons don't change. Every year, it's gonna be the spring. It's gonna be a summer. It's gonna be a fall. It's gonna be winter. It's gonna be changing. The season's gonna be changing, but the change every year we get the same seasons, right? No, I know. It's a little confusing, but it's real. So you can change, but seasons don't change. You feel me? So in order to change, you have to start with your mindset. Without you changing your mindset, the things you do won't change. So I'm trying to compare the human mind to how the world works. You know, do you or do we have seasons that we change? I don't know. Who knows? Nobody knows. It's been uh unproven. But anyway, man, I'm just on here talking anyway. I'm on here talking. I'm trying to see what's stick, what's right, what's wrong, what can I do more of, what can I do less of, you know? What can I say on here to possibly might just go viral, viral, and draw new people to the show, to the channel. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for, man. I've been doing this for a while. I've been practicing. I've been applying. I've been learning new skills, new techniques, and everything. And I've been implementing them too. And I've been trying them every day. Some of them really works well. But one thing I learned for sure: what I allow to come in comes out. Right? So if I'm spending a lot of my time obtaining some kind of new skill or knowledge, then after a while, I start to speak what I learned. I start to do what I learned. But the only way to get better at it is if I'm practicing and applying the techniques. But you have to practice first in order to get better. This is something that I learned. This is a technique that I learned. Been working on my communication skills. I learned a lot of things that I practice. And it got me this far. It motivated me. It inspired me to do this exact thing that I'm here doing with you right now. I had an idea one day. I was strolling through, you know, the internet and seeing all these videos. Um, And I said, hey, I could do that. I want to do that. And then when I had that idea and that thought and I tried it, it was really complicated. It was. I ain't gonna lie. And I found out it was a lot of softwares that you needed. All I need is one software. I get that one software, then I need another software, and I had to integrate them together and use them together. And I had to learn each software individual first before I could join it with another software just to get this far, to get alive on here. You know, I'm trying to get the colors right. I'm trying to get the sound right. And to be honest with you, it took years. It felt like years. It's probably at least 2 years, maybe 3 years if I add in the time where I was thinking about it and thinking about everything that I needed. That's probably was like just 1 year by itself, you know. But I'm here to help you. If you want to do what I'm doing right now, you want to try it out. One thing I can tell you for sure, you can do it. You don't know how to do it, man. Just click on the link, send me a message, hit me on the email or something, and I'll walk you through it, But I'm telling you this right now before you get any funny ideas, because it's important for me to be clear and direct. All right, I ain't nothing for free, buddy. Ain't nothing for free, so don't think you just hit me up and I'm gonna walk you through for free. You know what I'm saying? You have to be subscribed to the channel. All right. Um, and just agree to the fee. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna bust your head though. I ain't gonna bust your head. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. I'm so used to some old simple methods that get you started, and you have to take it upon yourself to learn more about it yourself. You know, but I'll set you in the right direction so you can focus on just getting started up. All right, I can help you start up. This is CUZZO Startup. All right, so sign up for that. Hit me on the emails there in the link, and it's your boy CUZZO, man. But what else we got? What else we got on the show, man? Look, man, just basically what I was saying though, man. Make sure that you're controlling what you allow uh in your mind. Things that you see, things that you hear, conversations. So every conversation ain't for you. You know, every conversation that you have with someone ain't for somebody that you're not talking to. What they call it, you all in the Kool-Aid and you ain't got no sugar. All right, that's what they call it. But it's okay though. Some people be ear hustling. Sometimes they pick up a little useful advice or knowledge or something, then they use it. I mean, that's good, man. But uh, if you're going to interject in anybody's conversation, make sure you just come correct, man. Say excuse me first. Hello. Excuse me. I heard, I overheard what you was talking about, and I had a thought about it. You know, come correct, come kindly, because it might wasn't meant for you. Probably 99% chance that it wasn't meant for you, and that's okay. But if you're going to interject, then just interject correct. All right, that's what I would say. That's my advice on that. And yeah, man, this is your boy Cuzzo coming from I'm from the DMV area. That's DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And yeah, I do know the guy who actually came up with that term. He doesn't get enough credit, so I want to shout him out. 20 Beto, what's up? What it do? Yeah, got that hot sauce going, man. And he's really a legend in the city. If you know, then you know. If you don't know, then you know. All right. If you know, you know. Anyway, you want to go with it, man. But yeah, shout out to him, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, brother. Uh, uh I'm, I was fortunate. Uh, yeah, I did meet you one time. At a conversation. You probably don't remember, but I do. That's all cool, though, brother, man. Appreciate your time, and just getting to meet you, brother. Uh, yeah. So shout out to the city, DMV, DC, Maryland, Virginia. You know what it is, what it do. But back to the show. What we was saying, man. We just like talk about whatever today, man. We talk about had some conversations that I was uh is ear hustling on where I just walk in the room. They was talking about it already and everything. I think I might just. I think I brought it up. Subject of like what's the young, what the young kids thinking. When I say young kids, I mean like the young adults. You know what they thinking, and it seems like they don't have a lot of guidance these days. They raise and I done met young adults raised by their mothers, young adults raised by their fathers, single mothers, or both parents, and I found some things they both had it. Like if you was raised by a single mother, or you was raised by a single father, or you was raised with both parents, I still seen a lot of similarities in the young adults and they thought process and how they go about things. But let me tell you this before, because I don't want to be too dark about it. But I met a lot of young adults that's really doing some really wonderful things for themselves. They going to college and they focus on it and they doing good. Some of them go to college and they work and they doing good. And I really am inspired in it and I admire those ones that's doing that. But it's still some that's caught up in that struggle, that everyday struggle, you know. And for me, I grew up in the struggle. My single mom, five siblings, you know, um, and the struggle was real because I watched my mother uh, raise all five kids on her own. She did it. She got us all us to adulthood, and we all still here except for one, and she's no longer with us. But you know, majority of us is here. Um, the whole generation, like that that my mom was in, that whole generation raised uh, myself and my siblings and my cousins, and that whole generation is no longer here with us today. So I seen it from that side where I'm raised. I have a in this big family, and we have all our eight elders, you know, my mom, her brothers, her sisters, and friends of the family, you know, and most of them not even here anymore. You know, they here in our thoughts, in our memories, in our prayers, and that's where we going. That's where we have 'em, man. That's where we going. That's just what it is. You know, it's really hard to even talk about it and discuss it, but it's something that's constantly on my mind because I lost a lot of family members, and I lost them in a short period of time. It seemed like it wasn't even enough time to finish mourning one before we lost another one. So that was a hard period in my life. That's probably what like it's like my last 10 years, you know. But it's something that I wouldn't wish on nobody. But with that said, you know, it's people out here with no family at all. They might be the only one. They got a lot of friends or they got a few friends and but they don't have family. And that's a hard thing to hard way to live through life, you know. Like I said, I had a big family and we had a lot of family friends and growing up, you know, there was a lot of people that wasn't family was around, but they were just like family, so we called them family too. And those the family friends, and I always wondered why we had so many family friends. But through some conversations that I overheard or that I had, I found out that a lot of those family friends didn't have a family or their family wasn't close. And one of the reasons why they was around my family was because they liked how close our family was. They just wanted to be a part of it. And they was. And it's still a lot of them that still are, you know. And blessings goes to those extended family members, you know. But it's people this out here and that's how they living, man. So you never know what a person's situation is, and if I never even heard those conversations or uh, was in those conversations, I would never known. But and you probably going through the same or similar situation like that where you have big family, families are loving and got everybody back because that's how it's supposed to be. But it's people out there that they don't have anybody that has their back, you know. So I'm not just saying accept everybody into your family, make them a family friend because you know everybody don't get that honor. You know, you gotta be careful around who you let around you, who you let around your family, around your kids, your other friends. Gotta be careful. It's only take one bad apple to spoil the bunch. You know, and the way society is today, you gotta be extra aware of what's going on around you. All right, you have to move with intention on what you're doing, what messages you put out, your behavior, your attitude. There's rules to this game, man. There's definitely rules to this game. My first rule is around me in my circle, you gotta have some kind of common sense. You gotta have common sense. That's my number one rule. Because if you ain't got common sense, I'm having a conversation with you and you ain't making no sense, brother, sis, nice meeting. And I'm gonna go on about my way, man. That's all for me, cause I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. I'm saying can't waste no time. I don't have time to waste. I don't have no free energy to give out. I'm not gonna take my energy, my good attitude, my good spirit that I'm in, and come around with a whole bunch of unnecessary drama and trauma dump on me. I'm not having it because I'm careful what I allow to come into uh, my soul because I know it's gonna come out. Negativity, that's not my thing. It's not my thing. You better ask somebody. They gonna let you know. Yeah. So yeah, again, man. Listen, I just been doing this for a small period of time. I'm getting better. I'm practicing. I'm applying. I'm putting in the time. I'm putting in the effort. I'm putting in the energy. This is where my energy go, and I'm this is my goal for this date, for this year 2026, is to get better at what I'm doing this right here, and look back at these videos when I finish and like, hey, dang, I should have said this or I should have said that. But it is what it is at the end of the day. That's what you said, that's what you done, that's what you put out, because that's what you produce. you know I'm gonna keep it simple for myself. You know I'm not gonna overuse that word complicated, because I love that word really, because it just reminds me of things don't have to be like that. It put me back into my zone and get me back focused on what I'm doing. I just remember, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overthink it. These are just thoughts and emotions that you really have control of. You could turn them on and you could turn them off. How maybe you could just turn it off as soon as it comes on. But that's a skill you have to practice and apply. But you have to be aware. You know, always be aware of how you feeling. You feeling good? Somebody come around with that trauma and that drama, you don't have to. You ain't gotta listen to that. Somebody you in a good mood and somebody come up matching your energy. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to match good energy with good energy. You know, but I'm human. I'm not a robot. I have feelings, emotion. I do everything that you do. You know, but the one thing I don't do is allow you to come in and mess up what I got going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not having it. I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna stand on business and have my back to the wall so I don't fall. Cause I'm gonna continue to ball and that's all. You know what I'm saying? I could be a rapper. Cause I'm gonna drop balls all the time. That's just part of my personality. Ain't no rhyme and reason to this. But it's a reason to rhyme. And you start strong or you start over. Which one you gonna do? I'ma start strong. I'ma come out the gate going fast as I could till I get tired, because I know that's where my energy, I'm already excited. I got the energy built up. I'm ready to go. So I'ma go. Cause I'm ready. I've been prepared for this. I got prepared. I did the exercises. I ate right. I done stretched my muscles. I did everything I was supposed to do. So I'm gonna start off strong, because I ain't got time to start over. You know what I'm saying? You put forth all this effort and to doing something, you get out there, you do it, then you like, dang, I gotta start all over from the beginning. Which would mean you wasted your time. It's all right to start off strong. You don't and you fall, you don't make it. Because that's a lesson that you can learn from that. The lesson is never give up. Try again. I guess that's like starting over, huh? Yeah, you think about it. Start strong or start over. But it might be a situation where you start off strong and you prepared and you ready, and they say go, and you out the gate and you at 110. You gone. You look behind you, everybody done gave up already, because they say he started too strong. I can't keep up. I know I can't win this. I can't. I'm just gonna go at a steady pace until I reach the finish line. Cause he doing too much. So you can start off strong. You can create that doubt in your competitors, and they don't even want to challenge you no more. Cause they already got it in their mind. I can't do nothing with that boy. So yeah, yeah, man. But got another story, man. I'd like to tell this story, but I don't think I'm ready yet to tell this story. It's a good one though. But I got another topic. I could talk about this year, 2026. What I would like to do is write a book, write a book, and I'm accepting. I wanna. I think it's the outline, my blueprint in my mind. So I'm like, hey, this. I want to take your stories and put them in a book. So I want to set stories from other people and put them in my book. But before you do that, it has to go with the title of the book. And the title of the book is called "You Can't Make This Shit Up." It's about unbelievable stories that you never heard before, you never seen before, that you thought was just impossible. It don't have to be anything all fanatical. It could just be one of your stories that you live one day. And that's fine, because that's what I want to do. I want to get at the essence of life with these stories of you can't make this shit up. Because we all experience things like, what? And that's what, like, what? What? So that's what we aiming for. That's what I'm aiming for. So if you're interested, man, just hit me up on that email, and we can pretty much go from there, man. But you gotta remember though, ain't shit free. Ain't shit for free. That maybe that can be another title of a book. Ain't shit for free. We selling everything, everything for sale, man. I'm saying. So that's the word. That's the way of the world that I live in. My reality, capitalism. You know what I'm saying? It's all about that money. What do you have to offer that everyone else want? That's capitalism for you. You know, the most socialism is people taking care of you. Um, shit. I don't know. That's a choice. That's a choice that, some people make.